Rooster Chase is a game. What is the theme of this game? Set in the beautiful region of Barcelos, Portugal, a rooster farm owned by a royal family becomes the center for thrilling chases. Roosters escape and invade the nearby village. Will you be able to master the art of using worms as bait and triumph in the rooster chase? Yeah, no. In this game, you're collecting roosters and trying to score points. Here's how. So you're going to have these grids of cards on the table. This is a grid of rooster cards that you'll put out based on the number of players. And then these are pattern cards. You also have some worms, king, queen, and princess cards. Everyone's going to have a hand of worm cards. And on your turn, you play a worm card to take any chicken on the table. So let's say I take this chicken. I put the worm card in its place. I take the chicken into my hand. Now, if the worm I played matches a worm on the card, then I can take another worm into my hand. Doesn't matter which one. If I don't have a chicken, the worm is not on the chicken card, then I don't take one, which will reduce the number of worm cards I have. Although if you're down to one, you always get to draw one. Then, if you can score, you can score. So you look at the chickens that you have, and next to the board are the king and the queen and the princess cards. And they are going to say, well, if you have these 4 chickens, discard them, take this card, 7 points. These 2, 2 points. So you're collecting chickens to make sets of cards. Also, if the worms on the board make a pattern, so let's say the worms look like this, then I can take this card here for 3 points, because that's 3 black worms straight up and down. And that's basically it. You're just going to keep going back and forth. This is going to deplete. You will reset everything, play another round, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins. Rooster Chase is fine. It's a fine game. There's some interesting ideas in it. You know, playing the worm doesn't matter at all. You're going to get a rooster every time. Do you get another worm? That's all. And worms can be worth points at the end of the game. And the color worms you have let you make those patterns. The more colors I have, the easier it is to make patterns. The patterns, collecting roosters and turning them in is fine, although I might collect 2 brown roosters and I just need a black rooster, and then someone else collects that same target card and so a new one gets put out and I go, The patterns is even kind of worse. If you put 2 in a row of blue worms, everyone wants to put the 3rd one out. So why would anyone place the 2nd one out? And that kind of ruins the game right there, right? That's just makes it not particularly great. It's an okay playing experience, but when everyone's sitting there going, well, I don't want to put 2 of the same color next to each other because then someone else will put out a 3rd. Sure, I could watch everybody and hope that no one has the 3rd blue worm, but I don't know. There's just something about it that just makes it very, very, very okay. Production-wise, it's fine. I just don't get that excited about it. And it's a little boring. So I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10 because it doesn't even come, it's not one that I would even pick. I like a lot of the concepts of it, but I can't say that I enjoy it at all. So Rooster Chase for me, a 5 out of 10. Nice artwork, good production from Pythagoras, but just not particularly engaging.